Hello and a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are around the world, and welcome to today's Postgrad Insight session. We have a special study in France special today, but in truth, it's the hub and centre of Europe. So much of today will be based around the location, how accessible it is, the great courses that are available that are English taught within science, engineering, and technology, brought to you today by IMT Nord Europe. Before I hand you over to those that are presenting today, a reminder that today's session is live. If you have any questions, any concerns, any issues relating to the presentation at all live, please use the chat facility or the live Q&A facility. We'll endeavour to get around to your questions at the end of the session. If you are watching on demand today on YouTube, on Postgrad or LLM Study, please send your information or details to webinars@postgradsolutions.com. But for now, I'd like to hand you over to Claudia and Manel. They'll be taking you through to the next 45 minutes. So I'll hand you over now, and I will be back for the live Q&A towards the end. Over to you guys.
So hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us today. Unfortunately, I'm a little bit sick, so I won't be able to lead the presentation as planned. I'm really apologize for this, but however, I have a very good colleague, Claudia, who will be taking over and guiding you through today's session. I know you are in very good hands, and the webinar will be still be as informative and engaging as we intended. Thank you for your understanding, and I will be here listening. I hope that you all enjoy the session. Thank you so much. Claudia.
Hello, everyone. Thank you very much, Manal, for this presentation introduction. My name is Claudia. I'm Manal's colleague, so I will be her voice today. She is in charge, of course, of the presentation, and she prepared everything. Thank you very much, Manal. So as I said, my name is Claudia. I work with Manal, and I'm the head of advanced master's program in French, not in English. But it will be my pleasure to present the masters that we teach in English here at IMT Nord Europe. So we're going to discuss these English taught programs in sciences, in engineering, and technology for a few minutes before we have other people invited joining in. So first, why should you join IMT Nord Europe? Well, as you can see on the map, we are located in the north of France, which is ideally located to visit many places in Europe. You can see from the map that we are only 1 hour and 20 minutes from London by train, an hour from Paris, 30 minutes from Brussels, and a bit more than 2 hours to go to Amsterdam, which makes it a great location for a student willing to discover Europe. Another advantage of being at IMT Nord Europe is that life is a lot cheaper than it is in Paris, up to 40% cheaper, actually, which again makes it a great advantage for students coming to study to France. We have on our campuses a great, friendly, and international atmosphere. Also great facilities that include your accommodation, and we will discuss it a bit later on. Facilities that make it easier for you to discover the country. And of course, we have several opportunities to study in English. About north of France that you may not maybe know specifically, we would like to make it clear for you that we have a great industry ecosystem, which is very rich. We have many fields being certified in our field. So we have retail, IT services, chemicals, we have mechanics, logistics, a very rich ecosystem that is available for our students to discover during internships, for example, but also during visits that we can organize for the students in our master's program. Zooming in on our school, you have many key figures here. I'm not going to present each and every one in detail, but nevertheless, make sure that you have in mind that a fifth of our students are foreign students, which makes it a very international background to study in. We currently have 2,200 students studying at IMT Nord Europe, with a network of more than 16,000 graduates that you can benefit from their experience, their advice, and the network for your internships and later on jobs, of course. A stunning more than 90% of our students are recruited before their graduation or in the 2 months that follow their graduation, which is a really awesome key figures to have in mind. I think that's about it for this part, because I'm going to zoom in research in the next slide. So taking these key figures in detail. So of course, research is a very important part of our study center here. We have 127 lecturers and researchers that work for our school, and many PhD candidates or postdoctoral researchers too. The contractual activities for research is 8 million euros, which is great. And it's served by more than 20,000 square meters of labs that are accessible to our students in order to learn by doing. We also are a member of 3 doctoral schools, which makes it all the more rich as an environment for you to study and learn. So today we are going to talk mainly about 3 programs that we have the opportunity to have the responsible people for them here. So we have the field of industrial engineering with a master in design and management of the industry 4.0. Then we have another field that is concerned by materials, sciences, and product design, with a master in eco-design and advanced composite structures. And last but not least, we have the field of civil engineering and environmental sciences, with a master on advanced design and management of durable constructions. Before we dive into the detailed program, let's have a look at the general structure of our master's degree programs. So here are some information that I can give you. The masters run over a 2-year period, okay, full 2 years. The fees for the 2 years in total are 18,000 euros. They are, of course, taught fully in English, as I said before, and the intake is in September, okay? So you can see at the bottom of the slide the general structure of how the master is divided. So we have at the beginning a semester in the north of France, in Douai, semester that deals with engineering topics. The second semester is located near Paris, in Evry, a town called Evry. It's about business and communication, and you will see that it's a very specific program. I'm going to detail it in the next slide. Third semester, back in the north of France, engineering topics. And the last semester is dedicated to an internship and to your master thesis. The internship lasts 6 months, and the overall methodology that we want to use is learning by doing, thanks to lab teaching, case studies, group work, which is very important in our programs. All this is meant for you to become a field specialist, you know, thank you, Manal, a field expert, to be able to manage your team, and if you wish to be able to apply for a PhD program, maybe in our school, why not? So thanks, Manal, for the next slide. I wanted to have a very a short zoom in on our semester in Evry, Paris, which is a really tailor-made for our master's students. Let's have a look at the program here. So a few details. about this campus. First, it's located in a town called Evry. That's south of Paris, just a 45-minute ride in train. That's really good because, as you can imagine, the very center of Paris is absolutely expensive. So when you are a bit outside, you can benefit from cheaper prices, but also a green campus that's really nice to live in for a student. At the right of the slide, you can find the detailed program that we offered this year. So you can see that you will be able to work on various topics in the business and management field. Management techniques, of course, international business, economics, for example, but also research methodology, introduction to French culture and classes of French as a foreign language, and a cluster of courses about cybersecurity, corporate social responsibility, and business intelligence. That's a very rich program for you to be able also to show that you have, on top of your technical expertise, also a management expertise. So now I will hand the ground to Professor Amin Abdous, who's in charge of the Master in Design and Management of the Industry 4.0. So I'm going to turn off my camera and let the floor to Amin.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Amin Abdous. I'm the head teacher of the program of the master degree Design and Management of the Industry 4.0 at IMT Nord Europe. I also serve as an associate professor at the Center of Digital System, and I'm specialized in optimization, operational research, and also the modeling and simulation of manufacturing system. So today I will be happy to guide you through this program and show you how it will equip you to evolve into the demand of modern industries. First of all, about our research center digital system, we have three main research teams. First one concerned with the communication system and the industrial IoTs and the Internet of Things, designing and the integration of device in industrial settings, etc. We have also the second team that deal with artificial intelligence and machine learning, applying predictive control model to optimize process and also to inform strategic decision in a manufacturing system. The third research team is about automation and control, enhancing productivity and also reliability and the modeling and simulation of complex systems, including, of course, supply chain, manufacturing systems, service systems, etc. So we focus on creating what we call autonomous resilient system, able to adapt to the change, often unpredictable, of industrial environment. We also use simulation, heavily use machine learning and artificial intelligence, and also multi-agent systems to solve real-world problems in the modern industries and also in partnership with our industrial collaborators. We also ensure that what we do in research and in our lab get in the way of factory floor, giving also our students the chance to learn from active and cutting-edge project. Okay, so the main goal of the master is to help managing industrial process, both in terms of organization and automation. And we value three main pillars or principles. First of one, an innovative approach. We stay up to date with the latest Industry 4.0's practice and technologies. This keep your skill set at the cutting edge of what companies are looking for actually. The second pillar is the efficiency. Of course, we will teach you how to optimize resources, to reduce waste, to increase productivities, and also all the skills and the business skills that companies are looking for. The third pillar is the sustainability, because modern industry isn't just about profit. It also must consider environmental and social impact. So we encourage you to think about how the process you are designing, the materials, the product life cycle, improve and minimize the footprint and the environmental harm and benefit society. So we teach you to manage industrial project and process from both organizational and automated perspective. And also you will learn to optimize the production logistic using state-of-the-art methods such as simulation, optimization, machine learning, and artificial intelligence. And also the final part is regarding the application on real research and industrial project. By tackling real project, you will be able to be ready to conduct advanced engineering and research project in today's modern industries. About the course details, we cover 4 main areas, which are production management, logistic, and intelligent transportation system, of course, to optimize production line and supply chain. The second part is about system automation. We focus on industrial automation, automotive system, and also on predictive control. The third part concern machine learning and mobile robotics with the integration of artificial intelligence, data analysis, software architectures, and also autonomous system. The final part is regarding the approach applied to project. You will also do a full immersive research project with applying all what you learn and all concepts to real industrial and research project. And also throughout this program, you will also learn from our expert teaching staff that combine research expertise with field expertise and industrial expertise to provide you with the most relevant and practical skills. If I may speak also about the knowledge and skills of this program, we cover 3 main areas. So as I said before, the system automation, you will also gain theoretical and advanced knowledge about automation, how to apply it to a real industrial system. You will also learn about production management. We try to equip you with the method how to optimize the production flow, how to use simulation, how to use discrete event simulation and multi-agent simulation, and also how to consider sustainabilities in such project. The third skills and knowledge is about autonomous and intelligent systems. We try to provide you with a holistic view of sensors, actuators, AI, and also machine learning and data analytics in order to make those systems fully adaptive and flexible. So together, these pillars ensure you develop a skill set that is directly applicable to modern technology-driven industries, specifically in France, but also in Europe, all over the world. In this program, Design and Management of the Industry 4.0, we also offer our students the possibility to earn a Lean Green Belt certification that go beyond the classroom theories. So you will learn Lean methodologies through a mix of online and hand-on session, featuring practical business problems and also simulation and serious game. As my colleagues mentioned before, with an active and learning by doing methodological approach. After passing the certification exam, you will hold a recognized Lean Green Belt certification that will demonstrate your ability to streamline process, to reduce waste, and to lead continuous improvement project in a variety of industrial settings. So finally, few words about the perspective of careers after these programs. You can pursue a range of prospective careers that await for you. For example, project manager, oversee production, meet deadline, reduce the waste, improve the quality standards, manage cost, and also minimize the footprint and the environmental impact. You can also work as an industrial project directors by coordinating a large-scale initiative, by defining milestones, collaborating with stakeholders, making critical decisions, and also improving the key performance indicators of a company and for business. Also, you can work as an embedded software engineer by developing software that work in real time, lower the power of embedded system that connect with sensors, and also that run algorithms to ensure the efficiency of and the reliabilities of the system involved in manufacturing, logistics, or service company. Also, you can work as an automated engineer, design, implement the control systems, and select the right hardware for your systems. Finally, you can also, with this program, pursue a research and development careers, either by working as a research development engineer, or by pursuing a PhD program. In the Center of Digital System at IMT Nord Europe, we offer each year up to 10 PhD grant. And this will eventually give you the opportunity to deepen your research area expertise, and also to potentially pursue a research career in industry and also in academia.
Thank you very much, Amin, for this very specific presentation, very detailed presentation. I will ask you to ask your questions if you do have in the chat for later on when we have finished the full presentation. Okay.
Okay.
Meanwhile, I introduce Professor Vincent Thierry for the Masters in Advanced Design and Management of Durable Constructions. So, Vincent, the floor is yours. I shut my camera to let you open yours.
I have a PhD in earth sciences, meaning I'm a geologist. And in the Center for Materials and Processes, I'm working more in the civil engineering research team. Our fields of research are essentially all related to materials, from their study, formulation, characterization, waste management, and reuse in civil engineering. And of course, which is a hot topic currently, it's the durability of civil structures and buildings. Our objectives, our researchers, is to find innovative solutions for civil engineering structures. I mean, innovative solutions incorporating all the up-to-date and recent advances in research, to try to find some treatment methods for building materials when unfortunately they have some troubles, and of course include a circular economy approach, because nowadays we cannot speak only about linear economy, but of course we have to deal a lot with circular economy. The teaching staff of the Advanced Design Master consists both of people from our center, but also from various experts in the field, both from France or abroad. All of them have international recognitions under the form of publications, books, international projects, project management of research in all aspects of civil engineering. Please, can you change? Okay, thank you. We have a lot of objectives in this design regarding academic objectives. Lower the carbon footprint of building materials, and of course, improve their durability. We have to do both at the same time, and try to find new and innovative ways to be environmentally friendly with all the new buildings that you are likely to design in the future. Of course, we are not speaking only about concrete material. We want to emphasize on the design of structures made of steel, of concrete, of wood, and of new and not so new materials. Like, for example, stone construction is still is nowadays coming back to the market because it's very low CO2, but also some very new materials that you are likely to discover if you join this program, that we try to implement on the design of new structures. And of course, as emphasized before, you will develop skills in management and communication during your semester at IMT Business School. Some hints about the course details. You have not detailed of everything here. You might find on the website or also we can discuss afterwards. Design and calculation and diagnosis and repairing of structures, meaning that you can work on both sides. Before the structure is built, after the structure is built, if you have to maintain and repair some things. There is a lot of digital sciences which are implemented, like building information modeling, digital tools for construction, simulation, and design of structures using computer-based methods, of course, and the comparison between a model and a true structure that we are likely to go and visit on site. At our Center of Materials and Processes, it has been also described briefly before. We have huge laboratories with a lot of facilities to work on during practical sessions. So you will be able by your own hand to mix concrete, to touch really the materials, to see how they look like, and to work on them, to characterize them with different approaches, civil engineering, mineralogy, durability, and so on. And of course, the program is implemented also with construction sites and company visits, like for example, 3D printing company, quarries, city visits, for example, a complete visit of the city of Douai to see all the building materials, their history and their durability. So everything is implemented in the program. So the new construction materials and their characteristics will be something you will see in theory and in practice. And regarding building materials and management, the interest to learn the management is to be able to work on whole projects. From scratch to the finishing of the project. I told you a bit before. So, design and building, and also very important, the modeling of structures using dedicated softwares. Try to find the latest tools, efficient and innovative for the construction. It's really an engineering approach to a sustainable construction project, sustainable in all aspects regarding the reuse, the end of life, and the life cycle assessment of the project. The technical and socio-economic issues related to construction is very important too, and it's implemented because it's an international master. So you will have to confront ideas with people from all around the world and see how practices can be, the exchange of good practices from all the countries. And yes, it's truly in linked with applied research on construction material, the type of applied research that we are carrying at the Center for Materials and Processes. And of course, during the semesters, you have some dedicated time for research projects. Prospective careers are all about business management, direction of design studies, high responsibility positions. Meaning that you are able in the end to supervise all aspects of the construction. But if you are interested in research, either applied or a bit more fundamental, this is a master's degree that offers you some possibility to apply for a PhD or R&D engineer. PhD, here at IMT Nord Europe at the Center for Materials and Processes, each year there are between 3 and 4 fully funded PhDs for which you are very likely to apply because you will have all the fundamental knowledge to apply for a PhD program. And of course, there is also in the end a 6-month internship that you can do either in a company if you really want to work in a company, or you can also apply for an internship in a research laboratory. For example, it can be here in Douai or anywhere you want. If you have a specific topic of interest in research, you can apply and do a training period. And of course, we are here to assist you to find those positions.
Thank you very much, Vincent, for this very complete presentation and all these opportunities. May I now leave the floor to Professor Mylène Lagardère with the Master in Eco-Design and Advanced Composite Structures.
Thank you very much, Claudia, and hi everyone. So I'm Mylène Lagardère. I'm a professor here in IMT Nord Europe, working in the Materials and Processes Research Center, where part of the researchers' goal is to work with composite materials. Well, composite materials are not very well known to the wide public. It consists of bringing to the society very powerful performance structure that are very lightweight, and you may know them as like carbon fiber parts, like you see in a bike frame, for example, or on a windmill blade, etc., etc. So our goal here is in the research center to contribute to the development of new environmental and friendly materials and to propose recycling solutions throughout composite materials. So it means that we work with evolution of the process, evolution of the materials, adaptation to those materials and processes to bring those solutions and to be recyclable at the end. So what do we do after when a plane reaches end of life? We have to recycle it, and this is what we want to do. We also work in our research center with bio-based composites, so to reduce the environmental impact regarding the material aspects, also the processing aspects, and also we do some eco-design with composites, so to increase the durability of the structure, to bring solutions that are going to have a very long lifetime, like a plane or aircraft that will fly for 50 years. So also to reduce its impact on the environment. So now in the EDAC program, what we want to do is to make you benefit from our knowledge on the composite materials, composite processing, and the designing of those structure to so that you become a good engineers in this field. So in the objective of the EDAX program will be to bring solutions to modern challenges. Those modern challenges are the ecological transition and the energetic transition. So it means to reduce the weight of the structure, so to switch from stainless steel parts to composites, which are by themselves ecological solution, good solution to reduce the impact on the environment. So if we want to do that, we have to control it. So to know what would be the impact and the life cycle of the materials that we have with composites, depending on the materials used. But also because we want to have a high performance part to control the design of the parts, integrate more and more functions, and to actually increase, improve the designing tools for composites. So next slide, please. Yes. So what we propose in the EDAX program is to make you discover the fields of composite materials. So first there will be a large part of the program dedicated to those materials and to the associated manufacturing processes. So first point would be to discover the materials, the composite materials, the markets, where do we find them, what is the price, and what we can expect from those materials. Then to work with the smart and advanced composites. And so there is some composites that are made for the wide public, and some are going to be for very specific applications. So you have to know the whole market of those materials and the associated processes, and you would discover that there are a wide range of processes that opens to very large solutions to develop composites. To prove this, we're going to develop some lab sessions about the processes and about the materials, so that you spend most of the time not in class, but in the labs and in the manufacturing centers that we have here. Second part of the program will be dedicated to eco-design and computer-aided design. So because we have like very specific materials with reinforcement, with fibers, we do not design them as we design with metallic parts. So you have to learn how to do this correctly, to design also the process and to understand modeling of the process, and to apply this knowledge through different design projects and small projects that are associated with each class. You're also going to benefit from our local industry activities that use composites and through company visits. And you will see that the north of France is a large industrial region with embedded with automotive, railway, aeronautic, sports industry, that we do collaborate with through large research projects, such as with Decathlon, the National French network, railway network, aeronautics, and Bosch Industries, for example. So from this program, you're going to develop a lot of knowledge and skills. First, about, well, to be able to define what is a composite component, the different structure, what we can expect as performance from those materials. Also, how to choose a good composite manufacturing process, to evaluate its impact on economical impact on the environment, and to be able to design a part with a specific book of requirements. Also, to lead an innovative project, because we're going to have like one big project that you're going to work with, and that we're going to define this project according to your professional plan. What we want also from you is just not to be a technical engineer, but also to be able to coordinate and manage a team. So thanks to the semester that you're going to live with the IMT Business School, and with the experience that you will gain throughout the conducting of local projects, you will be able to coordinate and manage a team in any specific fields like R&D or design team, etc. So also, what you're going to benefit from in this program is our large platform for manufacturing and design and process optimization. So we have a big manufacturing hall with all the processes that you can find for composite manufacturing, such as the closed mold processes of filament winding that are expressed here, dedicated to H2 reservoir, for example. We have also all the research faculty members and tools to do modeling and simulation tools, big calculation cluster. So you will have anything to work with in the research center environment. So after EDAX, we have a large range of careers that our alumni are working with, like for example, in different industries like automotive, railway, aerospace, sport industry, equipment industries, but also they lead teams at different levels in the company. They can be in the design, in the business team, in the marketing team, etc. And also some of them are pursuing with a PhD studies, and that actually we run like 10 PhD students working with composites today in our lab. So if you want to pursue your studies, you're more than welcome to do it with us. So I think I'm finished with my speech, and I'll be able to take any question after this presentation.
I wanted to make clear to everyone a point that I've not talked about before, which is the French speaking ability. Being able to speak French fluently is not absolutely necessary to enter the programs, okay? So as you see, it's these three masters are fully English taught. Our teachers speak English without any problem and will be able to welcome you if your level of French is not that great or if you don't have any. In any case, you will learn French here at IMT Nord Europe. So that's something I really wanted to point out because it slipped my mind at the beginning of the presentation. Thank you, Manal, for the presentation back on. So maybe a quick tour of our facilities and services so that you can have a sheer idea of what happens here. So you have here a picture of one of our campuses in Douai. We have many student residencies where you can find accommodation, which is great because then it's quality accommodation and it's quite cheap. You have residencies both in Douai and in Evry, near Paris. We also have a great student restaurant where you can pick up from our menus, and the restaurant is open in the morning, lunch, and dinner. Again, that's a great quality for a cheap price. Our students also benefit from a great Fab Lab, a learning center with a library, and of course, access to various labs, as the head teachers just explained. And you will also benefit from a support team on both topics of professional development, so in relation to your internship research, and everyday life for students topics, in order to have events and sports and so on. So back to our internship questions. That's sometimes something that worries the potential candidates. How can I find an internship? Who's going to help me? So be sure that we do have a follow-up on this with intercultural classes that will help you through these sometimes issues that you may encounter when you come from another culture. We also organize workshops on CV and cover letters for you to be ready to apply, with also blank mock job interviews where you can train before the great events take place. Like you can see on the picture here, we have a great job fair organized in November with more than 100 big companies coming to our school. That's in a stadium. It's a very large event, as you can see, I think on the picture here. So they come to find their new interns, and sometimes students even find jobs for later on during these events. So if these presentations appeal to you and that you want to join us, what can you do to join IMT Nord Europe? So the requirements first. So you need to hold a bachelor's degree or the equivalent of a bachelor's degree in either engineering, science, or technology. Okay, so that's very important, and this will be part of the application process review. For those of you who are non-native English speakers, you need to show proof of an equivalent B2 level of English through a test like a TOEIC, TOEFL, or whatever. If nevertheless your language of instruction is English during your bachelor's degree, you can provide a letter from your university to prove it, okay? As far as fees are concerned, you will have an application fee of 60 euros to pay. As I said before, the total amount for 2 years of the master's is 18,000 euros. And you have to keep in mind that the monthly expenses in Douai, north of France, are around 700 euros a month, and in Evry, near Paris, of 900 euros a month. That will be accommodation, food, and various expenses that you can have as a student here. I saw that there was a question about that. Maybe we'll come back to it. But as far as scholarships are concerned, IMT Nord Europe has no scholarships of its own. And nevertheless, it's possible for you to abide by the government programs, for example, that you will find on Campus France website or on the Embassy of France website. What does the application process look like? So you have to first submit your application form and all the related documents that are required. You need to pay the 60 euros non-refundable application fee, and this will grant you within 2 weeks an interview with IMT Nord Europe. Within 2 days of this interview, you will get a notification of admission or not. That's a quite quick way of getting through the process. The deadline is June 2025, and the next intake, as I said at the beginning of the presentation, is in September 2025. The elements that we're going to analyze for your admission are based on, of course, your academic background, as I said before, and also on your personal motivations to enter and to join our program. Maybe a last word before some questions. You can contact us through direct contact by telephone. You can find the number here, and or by email at masterofscience@imtnordeurope.fr.
Thank you, Claudia.
Finished.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I did ask you before the session to tell me when it was the end, but I think that was pretty much the end there. So thank you very much. We're just going to take a few minutes now, 5 to 10 minutes, just to ask a few questions. Now, this has been streamed on social media, and there are a lot of questions around funding and scholarships, but I want to start with a question from myself, if that's okay. If I can start with you, Claudia. I want to start by asking about the location, because it's so key. The 2 campuses that there are, you can study in, I believe, Evry, South Paris, or Parisian Way, certainly, or you can study in Northeast France, and I can confidently say it's probably quicker for anybody that lives in Evry or in Lille to get to London than it is for me, and I live in the UK. So how important is that for an international student, in particular a European student, that it's so centrally located, that it's accessible with great infrastructure links as well to get home to wherever you're from?
Yes, so that's a great opportunity that we have here in North of Europe to be really connected to almost all big European towns very quickly. On top of that, we have this opportunity of 6 months near Paris, which lets the student have time to discover the city center, and also to be able to visit the whole of France from Paris, which is quite easy by train. So yes, we do offer a great opportunity to learn, but we also offer a great opportunity to discover Europe and France, thanks to our location.
Yeah, and also you mentioned the monthly living costs, how they are slightly more affordable in Lille Way, which you would expect. You're further away from the capital city, you're more towards the outskirts of the country. But how important is that? Because I think, you mentioned there 900 euros a month is very, very affordable for a campus, which, like you said, is very, very close to a major capital city. How easy is it to get into Paris? How important is it to remember that you're not in the hustle and bustle of Paris itself?
To answer the first question, yeah, it's quite inexpensive when we think that it's almost in Paris. The main reason is that we have our own residencies for students, so that grants the students a quality accommodation and quite cheap accommodation. So that's really great. And yeah, 45-minute ride from Paris by train. That's quite fast. That's really not expensive, by the way, if you want to go there every weekend, for example, which is also very interesting for our students. I think I see that Manal managed to get the video. So maybe if I may, Gareth.
Absolutely. Feel free to hit the play button.
Okay, great.
Nice to meet you. I'm Carlos Becerril. A student from the master's program of the Design and Management of the Industry 4.0. I come from Mexico because I really like the program. Here in IMT Nord Europe, the program was very focused in engineering, and also it was focused on the management part in the IMT Business School. This part was also very useful for improving my skills and also not only focusing by engineering. Also, IMT Nord Europe was in a very strategic location. It was very close to different important cities all around Europe. So basically that's why I chose IMT Nord Europe, because it was offering me too many opportunities, and in the end, I guess that was a very important point of view. I will really recommend IMT Nord Europe because it's a school that offers you too many opportunities. In my case, I improved a lot my engineering skills, and I saw too many topics related to engineering. And also it's important to mention that French is not a prerequisite to enter to this school. So at the beginning, I was able to speak in English with the professors and to follow the classes in English. So that was very useful at some point. Living here has been just amazing. I've been meeting many people from different countries. I've been speaking many languages. I've been speaking French, English, and Spanish. And at some point, I guess that helps you a lot to improve your professional profile. Right now, I'll be doing my internship with Stellantis, and everything of this was possible thanks to IMT Nord Europe. They really trust me because I'm coming from this school and the engineering program was very complete. So in the end, I'll be working on my desired job, which was basically working in an automobile company in Peugeot Citroën in the electronics department.
My name is Mahdiar Kaspi. I'm a student from Iran. I'm doing Masters of Advanced Design and Management of Durable Constructions at IMT Nord Europe. Well, actually, first of all, I can say it's an international course, and also it was some sort of a mixed courses of management and civil engineering. And at the same time, I can say the location of the school is somehow in north of Europe, and also it's in a location that you have access to like different countries. Maybe it provides some opportunity to go and see and experience different cultures. So yeah, I would surely suggest, first of all, it's an opportunity to continue my career in the way that I want, and also it's some sort of multicultural network between the students, since like there are so many students from like different countries. Also, it's an opportunity to meet like different people from different countries. I can say the integration in the school is actually pretty nice. Like there are so many student associations that helps you integrate the culture a little bit. So yeah, if you like the French culture, it's a nice opportunity. I started my internship as a construction designer. I work as an engineer in Paris. And yeah, let's see how that goes.
So we've got a minute or so left. So I'd just like to give you the final word, really, in terms of wrapping things up. I thought it was great that we got to hear the videos, because I think to hear from current students and past students, you know, one's working for Peugeot, which are a well-known company within engineering. So if I'd like to give you the last word in terms of, you know, what students can expect when they study and when your intake dates are and how they can apply, that would be great.
Well, the very last word maybe will be for Manal, because she prepared everything here. But I wanted to insist on the fact that Manal is, even when she's sick, is very reactive. So if you have questions, if you wonder about the possibility of coming and joining IMT Nord Europe, feel free to ask information. That's really for free. And we are very, very quick answers here. So you get the elements that you need for making a choice. Okay, Manal, may I leave you the last word?
So thank you so much, Claudia. You did it very well, as always. Thank you so much for assisting me today. As Claudia said before, we have if you have any questions, more information, you can send us an email, and we will be happy to assist you. And we hope to see you between or among our future students in IMT Nord Europe.
Thank you. Anyone that's missed anything today, I know it's been a little bit hit and miss with the videos. Don't worry, we'll send you it all. It'll all be edited and we'll send it out to you guys. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate your time. This will be on YouTube. It will be on postgrad.com. So we will send everyone that's registered for this session a link for you to watch it. And I'm sure everyone at IMT thanks you for your time. They will be in touch. They've got all your details. Thank you very much. Claudia, Manal, thank you for coming on under the weather. And all the academics in the background as well. Thanks for your time. Take care.